I would say the last couple things that I've heard, the J. Cole, Collard Green, song. I've come to really, and we're not going to get into the whole Drake and Kendrick debacle, unless something new comes up in it.
Not today.
Not today. But Cole, arguably, Cole has become my favorite new gen, like of the new gen. He's my favorite. Then I have Kendrick. Drake is. If I had to put them three, Drake would be in my third slot. If I had between those three, I love Kendrick's like his creativity. I love Kendrick's raps, but J. Cole literally is like standing the test of time in the game, man. Every time, man, like when it's like Cole has become like it's like there's Cole, then there's feature Cole, and featured Cole don't miss ever, man. I can't remember a last feature that he's done that I'm like, this is kind of weak, bro. He's literally just knocking them out the park.
I can agree with definitely J. Cole is one of the best ones of the newer generation. I personally put Kendrick a little bit higher, but that's mostly because I prefer... J. Cole does really good on like individual songs, but when it comes to full albums, I feel like Kendrick puts it together a little bit more for the overall experience. And that's personally how I prefer to listen to music. I like to listen to the flow from track to track. I like to hear the skits in between and kind of just like the overarching theme that can have like multiple sounds and stuff to discuss it.
Right.
Because I honestly think Mr. Morale was one of the best hip-hop albums that there will ever be.
I will say, like, and that's what really hurts me, because of course streaming is the new generation. And it is accessible, it's easy. And I ain't gonna lie to you, sometimes I like that I can just pull out my phone, go on Spotify, and just look up an artist real quick and know that their whole catalog's there. But it's like, I get it. I do miss being able to like buy their whole disc and play it from start to end, and it tells you a full story. It at least gets you can picture it and build off of it. A lot of these new artists, man, their albums are literally just one-hit wonders, like back to back to back to back to back.
Yeah. Well, and that's, I don't know if you listen too much to them, but Yellow Wolf put out an album, I want to say like close to a year ago now.
Mm-hmm.
And that's how I felt it was. It was a long album. It was like almost 30 songs. But none of them stood out to me. It's like there was nothing cohesive about the album. It felt like all he was trying to do was just make like a lot of one-hit wonders, a lot of things that didn't really connect, didn't really lead into anything. And like there was some interesting stuff, like there were some, good flows, stuff like that, but nothing to make me want to listen to it a second time, honestly.
And again, there's nothing wrong with that. I feel like that is where the culture is when it comes to hip hop. We don't dig through records anymore. We don't dig through CD trays anymore. You now have to dig through the streams. Yeah. So it's like, and I'm not gonna lie, if a podcast comes out called like Dig Through the Stream something, you owe me some money, all right? Somebody's listening.
Straight up.
Somebody listening.
It's already copyrighted by the time you hear this.
By the time you hear this, Dig Through the Streams is coming out next week, I'm just saying. But